You spend months sweating on a treadmill and surviving on strict, restrictive diets. You see progress, but the moment the routine breaks, the weight returns. It feels like pushing a boulder up a hill that never ends. If you are stuck in this cycle, it isn't a failure of your character. It has nothing to do with laziness or a lack of discipline. Most weight loss strategies fail because they rely entirely on willpower, a resource that inevitably runs dry. When you fight your own biology every day, the biology eventually wins. This bar chart compares global obesity rates. While many nations struggle with percentages in the 30s and 40s, Japan maintains a rate of just 4.5%. These people aren't following grueling gym routines. They eat rice every day, consume carbohydrates, and enjoy sweets, yet they stay slim without the typical struggle. Their health relies on a hidden framework of 9 psychological habits that put weight maintenance on autopilot. Human behavior follows the path of least resistance. We generally eat whatever is easiest to see and reach. In a Japanese kitchen, the environment is curated so that healthy choices are the default. Opening a cabinet is more likely to reveal green tea leaves or fruit than a bag of processed snacks. A psychological phenomenon called unit bias dictates our perception of fullness. When the same portion of food is placed on a tiny plate, it tricks the brain into seeing a feast, providing a sense of abundance from less food. By engineering your surroundings to remove the friction of making good choices, you preserve your mental energy for the things that actually matter. A traditional practice known as hara hachibu suggests a simple rule: stop eating the moment you feel exactly 80% full. A 20-minute delay exists between the stomach physically expanding and the brain receiving the hormonal signal for satiety. Eating until you feel full usually means you actually overate 20 minutes ago. Using chopsticks naturally addresses this delay. The physical mechanics force you to take smaller portions, like this single bite of rice, allowing those slow-moving hormones to catch up. They also maintain a structured eating rhythm, eating at the same times every day. This consistency locks the body's hormones into a predictable cycle, preventing sudden, intense hunger. Syncing your physical actions with your biological mechanics eliminates the sudden crashes that lead to emotional overeating. Looking at a screen while eating blocks the brain from registering how much you've consumed. Giving your meal your full attention allows your internal sensors to work correctly. This focus extends to the quality of the food. There is a deliberate shift away from hidden sugars and toward micro portions of sweets and natural, unprocessed ingredients. Traditional meals prioritize nutrient density over volume. You see a variety of distinct natural components like seaweed and vegetables rather than heavy, processed fillers. Relying on raw, unprocessed inputs like this, vast supply of fresh fish, eventually recalibrates the palate. As your taste buds regain sensitivity to natural flavors and your body receives actual nutrients, the compulsive urge for hyper-palatable junk food loses its grip. When you prioritize the quality of your inputs and give them your full attention, the human body naturally regulates its own appetite without tracking a single calorie. Many people sit perfectly still for 10 hours and then try to compensate with one punishing hour in a gym. This graph compares a 1-hour gym session to non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. The massive area under the curve represents the total energy burned through constant, low-level movement throughout a 16-hour day. This movement is baked into daily life. Walking to the train, taking the stairs, and using commuter bicycles like these turns transit into a continuous, invisible calorie burn. Fitness is most effective when it is a continuous background process woven into the routine of normal life. Staying healthy should never be a war against your own body. These routines foster a sustainable relationship with food and movement, often passed down across multiple generations. Which of these 9 simple habits do you plan to incorporate into your routine tomorrow? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If this brought you value today, please subscribe to Simply Human.